Hello friends, so today we'll be discussing about an important concept called paging. So we have already seen contiguous memory allocation. Contiguous memory allocation. Now this contiguous memory allocation, it has some issues. Why? Because let's say this is the memory and some processes P1, P2, P3 require some memory and we allocate some memories to them. P1 is here, then P2 is here, and then P3 is here. P1, P2, P3. Okay. Now if we talk about these memories, then there are some holes in between, like this hole, this hole. So now since we are allocating memory contiguously, this whole memory should be allocated to single process, but it cannot be clubbed with any other memory chunk and allocated to P4, let's say. Okay, so but P4, let's say, requires more memory, so it cannot fit in here. So these very small holes, these cannot be allocated to any other process, and this disadvantage was called external memory fragmentation. Okay, so now we will discuss a technique which is meant to solve this problem. So we'll discuss the technique of paging. Okay, in this technique we have our logical memory, which is, let's say, memory allocated to a process P1. Let's say these are the various portions of the logical memory: page 0, page 1, page 2, page 3. These can be any size, let's say all are of 1 MB each. Okay, so in this case these pages are contiguous in logical memory, that is, these address spaces are contiguous, but in actuality in the physical memory they are not contiguous. They can be lying at the page 1 at the 0 memory location, page 0 at, let's say, starting from the 2 memory location, page 3 starting from the 4th position, and page 2 at the 6th memory location. And in between we maintain a metadata which maps the logical memory pages, these are called pages, to the physical memory frames. So the chunks of physical memory are called frames and the chunks of logical memory are called pages. These are the two terminologies used. And the page table, which is actually a metadata, is meant to store the mapping of pages to frames. That is, the 0th page can be found in the 2nd frame. The first page can be found in the 0th. The first page can be found in the 0th frame. The second page can be found in the 6th physical frame, and the third logical page can be found in the 4th physical frame, something like this. So whenever let's say P1 wants to access something, some memory location belonging to page 1, it will basically look up the page table and see that page 1 can be found at frame 0, and hence it finds the physical memory to access, and then it will get the data from this page, whatever data is required. So this technique is called paging. In this technique we can have something like this. Let's say our memory location is like this, and we can have, let's say this memory, and we are having very small chunks. So let's say these chunks are allocated. These are, let's say, frames basically. It's a physical memory, right? So let's say this is dedicated for OS and this is for user processes, let's say. Then this is further divided into frames. So let's say these 4 frames are currently used by process P1, and this frame are, I will mark them with a different color, and let's say one more frame here. These all 3 are used by process P2, which are obviously non-contiguous in physical memory. So these frames are non-contiguous. Hope you understood the idea of the concept of paging. Thank you, friends.